Certified turtle.
Are you out your fucking mind? Get him out of here,
man. Hello, 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 hello. How are my people? How are my fans? How are you guys doing? Yep. Busy flipping day. Went to work today, came back, worked on the gym some more. Guys, the gym's coming along, you know? I think I'm almost at a point where I can start actually putting up gym stuff. I just gotta file down a couple things. I'm waiting on some glue to dry. I mixed some sawdust and some glue to fill in some gaps. Some gaps in the wood. But let's hop right into it because I don't got too much time. Gotta do today's gonna be a real quickie. All right. Look at the notes here. First things first. Let's blah 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 blah. Yeah. This is a whole new month. I totally need to add a new month. Oh, it's not. Oh my gosh. Look how unorganized I am. Look how unorganized. All right, yeah. So today, what are we doing? We're playing League of Legends, one game. Just one game, okay? I don't have too much time today. And then I'm also gonna do a quick little Myers this out here. Stuff is close so I don't get doxxed. We're gonna be doing the Myers-Briggs type indicator personality test. Okay? We're gonna learn a little bit more about myself today. Yeah. Let me just really quick have to edit the article. But yeah, we're gonna be doing this. And then we're gonna be doing a little thingamabobber. Oh snap. Tommy, if you've been typing this entire time, I have not gotten a single message if you are in here. It looks like my multi-stream chat wasn't working. Wow. Just goes to show. But let's all right, so let's see this. I regularly make new friends. Strongly disagree. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple, straightforward ones. I would somewhat agree. Usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual argument. Now this is a tough one because like our emotions normally just, you know, factual arguments of the head. I don't know. I'd say I'm mostly persuaded, but if you can persuade me with a good logical reasoning, then you got me. I would disagree. I'd agree. I'm pretty clean. Actually, let's see. Sometimes a little, you know, a little messy. This is actually really true. I stay super calm to a point where I think it even freaks out people sometimes. I actually had to talk to my therapist about that because it's like I don't react accordingly. Because I'm in constant fight or flight, she said. Yeah, this is very dumb. I don't like networking. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often complete well before deadline. I'd say somewhat agree. Just because I tend to also just have so many projects that the deadline becomes kind of eh. But I'm a hard worker. I think this maybe I'd do this. Stories and emotions. This I'm neutral on. Numbers or data, I'd say. More inclined to. This I've been working towards. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. So feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. You're not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative work. I'd also disagree with that. This has changed recently. I've been more because there's so much details, you know. Like someone could do a painting, or someone could do music, or design something, and it engineer something, and it's like, dude, I don't know. What's strong? Facts over feelings. Yeah. I just don't care. Like, good impressions matter only to the people that matter to me. So, like, if like it's a new person completely, yeah, I mean, I'd rarely. I would disagree with that. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Somewhat agree. You prioritize being sensitive over. I don't understand. Oh, is that just being like brash or brutal? I think I'm mindful of people's feelings slightly. That you are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Yeah, I always expect the unexpected. You enjoy Oh, absolutely. Solitude, isolation. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories. I'd say this depends. Like actual just writing, I couldn't do, but I could see myself like creating a world, and so that's where I kind of disagree. I'm just that's essentially what I'm doing here. Making his own little, his own little goober world. You know what I mean? You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotion. Yeah, yeah. I love doing chores before I sit down and relax. It's a good feeling. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feeling of others. Um, I would put it there. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first. It depends, you know. Like I would love for this to be the case, but I do know that I can't always be this person, so I'm somewhat neutral. Your mood can change very quickly. I mean, can't anyone's? If you're like in a, I'm generally pretty muted in person now, but it can take a. You can get ticked off quite easily. You know what I mean? Something goes over your head, you know, bow bow. I don't know. Mood can change very quickly. Neutral. I'd say neutral is like the average person. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Hard to agree with that. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. I would mostly disagree with that. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. I used to a lot, but now I'm not so like more like I'm not so involved with ethics, you know, because life's so simple. Like it's just philosophy and deep understanding of life and all these things, jibber jabber, just like doesn't really matter. All that matters is being productive, and well, not productive, but productive towards your happiness, so like, and your well-being. So it's like, mm, I would slightly disagree. But sometimes you get like in a. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. And I would answer this question by saying like I do actually enjoy being close to others, but not involved with them. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like in my own world, but close to other people. Hearing people laugh, hearing people have a good time, whilst you're not necessarily involved in that process, is like that's the happiest I could. You know? So I'm gonna give a slightly to strong disagree. Slightly disagree. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. No, I would disagree. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. I would disagree with you. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. I would somewhat agree. No, I disagree. I'm pretty good. It's just there's just so much to do. You rarely second guess the choice. I mean, I just second guessed. I'm somewhat neutral. As lively and outgoing. Say you're drawn to various forms of creative expressions. Slightly. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotion. Somewhat agree. You have a to-do list for each day. I actually do. Just saw it on Obsidian. You rarely feel insecure. I'm stupid insecure. You avoid making phone calls. I'd somewhat disagree. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and views. I'd hard agree. You can easily connect with people you've just met. I'd say it depends on the amount of effort I'd want to put in, but somewhat. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time. A fair amount of guilt. I do. I do. I've never been. I'm always a good person. I was a little deep. You're not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could like in the. I would disagree. I'm actually pretty interested in the future. Your emotions control you more than you control them. You're completely in control. You should be, actually. Sometimes you can lose it. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or disagree. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent. I would disagree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take for them to feel disappointed in you. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. Thank you. Thanks for that one. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Yeah, I would hard agree, actually. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I would actually, I think we just talked about that. I somewhat agree to that. You feel drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate. If a decision feels right to you, then you often act on it without needing. I often feel overwhelmed. Oh yeah, slightly agree. Complete things methodically without skipping over any. Put myself. Ah, right. I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? Nobody can be. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. I'm neutral. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logic. I'm in the. I've talked about this, but I think I'm such a logical intellectual that a lot of those reasonings are like automated, leading to quote unquote intuition. My intuition is often like I would just this is kind of the dumb question. I would disagree. 'Cause I lean more to logic. I struggle with deadlines. Disagree. You feel confident? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. INTJ. Hey! Uh-oh! Get that to Tommy really quick. Hide mode. All right. So I think I think we hop on to League of Flippin' Legends. Let's go. Oh hey buddy. Hey doggy. Made a little cameo visit. Alright. League of Legends! Guys, my League of Legends journey has been interesting, man. Mid lane is very interesting. I've noticed a couple things. Let me actually start writing down notes in my league. Ward. More. Write that down. I need to get good about like build order, build path, that kind of stuff. I'm taking League of Legends for full serial now. Full serial. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm telling you. Ugh. Before I'd play a little nice, I would fool around a little bit. Now I'm playing for the W. I'm playing for the win. Hmm. Let's see, who am I facing here? Zed. That does seem like a pretty tough matchup. That was so bad. Oh, we're good. Oh, there's no way he freezes. Accidentally. I could actually beat him in a fight. Dude, he hurts so bad. Ah! I should have W'd first. So annoying. Ugh. I shouldn't have stayed. Okay. So stupid. Why is Echo here? Oh, I guess he's a jungler. Why am I getting baited? Like, ugh. Hello? Internet? Hello? I love it. I love it. I love leg spiking. Ugh. League of Legends. You are something. That's so annoying. I need to get on wider internet. I think that's my next actual in real life goal. I'm gonna drill a hole straight through the frickin' vents or something. Mordekaiser's an interesting. I'm out. I'm out. I just know this Echo's fiend. He's in such a bad. I feel like Silas has just like a weird like spike, you know? Oh. Why me? Why me? Wait. Oh! Yo, outplayed. Outplayed. Oh, that might be getting clipped. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Oh, boy, I just got the jumpies out of that. Oh. What ferocity I just demonstrated. Oh my gosh, heebie-jeebies right there. I'm liking Silas. Yeah, he's really fun. I'm just having a hard time grasping his early game. It feels like he's really weak early game, but it feels like once you get the ball rolling, he's really strong. And like for mid lane, it just seems like if especially if they're a poke champion, you just kind of get outclassed, and you're like kind of just not the best, not in the best laning thing. But maybe I'm just playing it bad. I don't know what this does yet, by the way. Like to me, it just is another boss or something. Let you guys handle that though. Good team, good team. Good, squad out, squad out. I'm maining Diana as well. I was initially gonna do Viego and Gragas, but I want to for this lane or for this specific iteration of me playing League of Legends. I want to play mid lane because I've never actually mained mid. I've mained jungle. I've mained top. Oh man. I think that's actually all I have time for today. That was my only game. I didn't even get to pop off. Ugh. So annoying. Let's look at the yeah. I didn't get the chance to pop off. I'm maining Diana though as well. Didn't I want to main middle because it's the only role I haven't made. Past like 4 wins, 1 loss. I think my first loss was actually my first. Starting to get a hang of it. Look at my history here. I do know these are normals though. Shouldn't be too into it, but I not look at my. Why is this such an unintuitive? Normal. Oh, it was the second game I played. Yeah, this was pretty rough. You can see the stores are getting kind of better. I'm getting more consistent. This game I popped off. Lots and lots of fun. Alright, so guys. I wish I could play some more, but duty calls. Just to go over everything once more, I think we're working on getting the TikTok stream up and running. I've applied not once but twice now to get. I think it doesn't like if you apply with X as your main platform. But hopefully we'll get a TikTok stream up and running soon. We already have the vertical like thing set up, but pretty soon we're gonna be working on the Among Us stuff behind the scenes. We're gonna be working on a bunch of other things behind the scenes. I'm hoping to hash out a lot of that stuff this weekend, but it's also Father's Day. I swear it never stops. I think maybe tomorrow, instead of playing League of Legends, I can focus a bit more on. Actually, no. I don't even know if I'll be streaming tomorrow because I have. The wifey's going to her parents, and I think I have to cook. So, depending on the timing, I might have to either choose between streaming or working on the gym. But I actually might not even be able to work on the gym, so I think I might be actually streaming. If I do stream, I'm actually gonna work on stuff. I think I'm gonna work on the Among Us thing, but which I can't even do on stream. Ugh. Decisions. Too much decisions, guys. I know I gotta be working, but I just don't know. So yeah, thanks guys. If you popped in, you're awesome. Bye bye.